Good morning, students. Hi. How are you, all of you? I think all of you fine. Everyone. So doing well, I think. Everyone watching the videos. I started physical science lesson 1, force. You know all of you. Okay. The force already discussed some of the topic in previous class. It is, what is that? Up to what we completed? Are you learned the topics? So I thought everyone should go through that textbook and you retain the class work also, I think. Okay. So in the class force, we discussed some of the topic. What is a force? What is a force? And how many types of forces we discussed? The force means, what is a force? All of you learned force? Force means a push or pull is acting on a body is called force. Yes. I discussed effects of force and the types of forces. How many types of forces are there? 2 types of forces. What are the 2 types of forces? Contact force, non-contact force. Contact force and the non-contact force. Non-contact force is also called as field force. Also called as field or diffused force. Contact force, non-contact force. What is meant by contact force? Contact force means the force which is acting on a body with a direct physical contact. Okay, the force is acting on a body with a direct physical contact is known as contact force. Okay, the force is acting on a body with a direct physical contact. Direct physical contact is known as contact force. It's known as contact force. Okay. Contact force. What are the examples for contact forces? What are the examples for contact forces? I given already. Okay. One is muscular force. Muscular force. Second one is frictional force. Frictional force. Third one is normal force. Normal force. Fourth one is tensional force. Tensional force. Okay. Muscular force, frictional force, normal force, and the tensional force. So these are the 4 forces called as contact forces. Contact force. What is the non-contact force means? The force is acting on a body without any direct physical contact is known as non-contact forces. What are the examples for non-contact forces? Gravitational force, magnetic force, and electrostatic force are the example for non-contact forces. Okay. This class we will discussing about contact force. What is contact force? How many types of contact force are there? And which I will explain you each and every contact force. Okay. Muscular force, frictional force, normal force, tensional force. We will discuss about this type of forces. Okay. So what is muscular force? Muscular force means the force which is acting on a body by using our muscles. By using our muscles. Okay. By the muscles of a body is acting a force on the object. For example, I want to write the chalk piece. How can we hold the object? Because of muscles of our body. I want to throw the object. For example, I want to bowling. Cricket ball, I want to throw a ball. I want to lift a chair. Okay, I want to push the door. How it is possible? Because of the muscles of our body is helpful to us to push the door, to pull the door, and to lift the object. Everything is possible to our muscles. Okay, morning wake up onwards, the sleep. So our muscles are always in active position. Whenever slept also, our muscles will be doing their work because of food will be Food will be digesting food. So how it is possible? The food will digest means because of the muscles inside the body will be they are doing the work. And also blood is pumping through the nerves. Okay, because of muscles. So every work they should mediate. So muscles. Want to press the toothpaste. How it is possible to press the toothpaste means should apply our force by using our muscles. Then the force acting on the toothpaste, the paste will be come out from the toothpaste. Okay. And also the farmer to the farming, what they needed, they apply the muscular force on the instruments they need to move the objects. So every object, so we should apply force by our muscles, then they are acting on it. The force is acting on a body by the force is applied on a body by our muscles, okay, is called as muscular force. The force applied by the muscles of our body, then it's called muscular force. So whenever you observe your muscles, okay, whenever the muscles, whenever for example we lift heavy objects, whenever we are lifting heavy objects, what happens every time? For sometimes our front muscles will be active and backward muscles will be relaxed. So now nerves means not a single muscles, not a single, it is a bundle of nerves, bundle of muscles will be there. So when you are doing work, your muscles will be, front side muscles will be active. So relax means extend. So when back side muscle will be relaxed. Whenever you coming downwards, what happens? This muscles will be inactive. This should be relaxed. So some of the bundle of muscles will be active sometime, and some of the bundles of muscle will be inactive, relaxed. So active and extension and contraction takes place of the muscles whenever doing the work. Whenever you doing the work, muscle will be contraction and extension will be takes place. That is about the muscular force. Muscular force are very important to us. Morning onwards, if I want to write, so there should be a muscle force we need it. They want to lift the object, we need our muscle forces. We want to play, you should need our muscular force to do the work. And we want to walk on the road, on the ground, so we should need a muscular force. So the muscular force are very important, very needed to us to do the works. So that's the force which is acting on the body by the muscles is called as a muscular forces. Next, what is frictional force? Frictional force means what? The force which opposes the relative motion. So contact force, the force acting on a body with a direct physical contact is known as contact force. Okay. So in the contact, what is first one? Muscular force. Muscular force. What is muscular force? What is muscular force? Muscular force means, what is muscular force? Okay, muscular force. There should be contact. If you want to write, there should be contact. And through the ball, there should be contact with the body. There should be contact. The muscle should be contact with the body. Then the force is acting on the body. That is called as muscular force. Okay. The force is acting. The force is acting on a object. By direct contact of muscles. muscles of our body. Of our body. Okay, then it is called as is called muscular force. It's called muscular force. The force is acting on a body with our muscles. Direct contact. There should be contact. If you want to lift, if you want to talk to the phone, there should be contact with our body. There should be contact. So, okay, without we don't know actually, but digestion of food taking place, blood pressure is passing through the nerve system. That all will working. Kidneys working of kidneys, working of brain. That is possible to the muscles of our body only. Okay, that all possible because of muscles. Okay, so muscular force is very important force, and it is needed to do or work in our daily life. Next, after frictional force. Frictional force. What is frictional force? What is frictional force means? Okay, for example, I throw a ball on the ground. What happens? The ball will be move forward and stops here. Why it will be stopped there? Because of there should be some invisible force acting on the ball. There should be some opposing forces acting on the ball. Then that's why it will stop on the ground. Okay, observe or not? When I throw the ball on the ground, travels some distance and stops. Why it stops there? Because of the invisible force acting on the body. A invisible force acting on the ball. Because of that, ball will be stopped. That invisible force is called as frictional force. Okay, the force which opposes the relative motion of an object is called as frictional force. Okay. The force which opposes the relative motion of an object is called as frictional force. Okay. If I want to write chalk piece, what is needed? There should be muscular force needed. If it is muscular force will be there, can add some oil to the object. Can add some oil to your palm. What happens? Can hold it objects? No. The objects will be so pass it away from it. You cannot hold tightly because, for example, you are walking on the ground. If there is some oil will be poured on the ground. You will walk on the oil ground. No, easily slips because the frictional force will be decreases. So the frictional force is more for rough surface. Frictional force is less for smooth surface. Okay. So friction is more. Friction is less for smooth surface. So friction is high. Friction is high for rough surface. For rough surface, friction is high. Friction is smooth surface, friction will be less. That's why you should not walk easily on the oiled floors. Okay, whenever they sprinkle some soap water on the ground. If you walk easily on the ground, no, not possible. It is not possible to walk. We will slip down. We will fall down easily because the friction will be decreases and will fall on the ground. Okay, that is about the friction force. Okay, the friction force having one activity they explain by using friction. Take one plank, wooden plank. You know, all of you, the writing plank will be there, no? Okay. So activity which explains about the friction. Activity about the friction. Okay, now take a plank. Take a one plank. Okay, place somewhat strangely on the support. So by support we can place it and somewhat slope. Okay, take a plank, we'll place some support to it. Okay, so now we can take three substances, three items like ice cube and rupee coin. So coin, 1 rupee coin, and eraser. Okay, so eraser, so coin and ice cubes. Three you can take. Now place three on the plank. Okay, so ice cube and coin and a eraser. These three you can place on the plank. Okay, release three at a time. Release the three substances at a time. So which one will move forward? Which will come down faster? So the ice cube come faster. Okay, the rupee coin slowly will come here. The eraser will be stopped there only. Okay, it will come slowly. First, the ice cube will become faster downwards. Okay, and after that, the coin will be somewhat slowly will come down. After that, eraser will be so stop there itself because it not move. Why? Because it is a very high rough surface. It is having the rough surface. Okay, it is smoother. We are having smooth surface. Because whenever the ice cube will melt, because of heat, the ice cube will melt, they form a layer of water. Whenever the layer of water is there, automatically what happens? It will move faster. After 1 rupee coin or somewhat, it is made up of silver, no? It is a smooth surface will be there. So after that, slowly move forward. Okay. So like that, because of smooth surface, the ice cube will move faster. Because of highly rough surface, the eraser will be not moved, slowly moving. Okay. So the friction will be more for rough surface, friction will be less for smooth surface. That's why the coin will move forward. Whenever you rub the two hands, what you observed, the friction takes place between the two rods, two hands. Then what happens? The producer heat. So friction produce heat. Friction produce heat. Okay. So friction activity is smooth surface. And explain an friction by using an activity means you can explain this one. How can you explain the friction? It is more for rough surface and less for smooth surface means explain by using an activity means you should explain this activity. What are the material required for doing this activity? Okay, so there should be a plank, wooden plank, and we place the wooden plank in a slantly, somewhat a slope. Okay, next three you can take so eraser and a rupee coin and a ice cube. Okay, so next what is the procedure? Place the three items, three substances, ice cube, rupee coin, and the eraser in a plank and release them at a time. What happens? Which substance will be move faster and why? Because ice cube will be move faster, come down, and because of that is having a smooth surface. Next, rupee coin, which will become last, so not move, will come down last means eraser because eraser having the very highly rough surface. Because of rough surface friction is more. Because of friction the eraser not move fastly. Next, which one is a coin will be secondly fall down because of it is a semi smooth surface. That's why it will be move forward. So like that you can do this activity which explains about the frictional force. Okay. So friction is produces dash. Friction produces heat. Okay. This is about friction. So how can we increase the friction? One more activity also will be there for explaining the friction. Explain the friction. We have one more example. So one more example is there for friction. So now take three types of flows. Okay. So activity 2. Activity to explain the friction. Okay. So about friction. Frictional force. About frictional force activity 2. Take three types of floors. Okay, what are the three types of floors? You can take. First one is sand floor. Second one is a cloth. Third one is a marble floor. Okay, so sand floor. On the floor you can pour a sand, and on floor you can place a cloth. And third one is a marble floor. Okay, so that is totally spread with the sand. Okay, here it is totally is a cloth. Okay, cloth. Okay, the sand. Over here is a marble floor. Is a marble floor. Now we can take one ball. Take a ball. Okay, place these marbles. Now take a ball. So release. Throw a ball on the floor. Throw a ball on the floor. First you can throw a ball on the sand. On the sand. Throw the ball on the sand. The ball will be move some distance. Now by using a tape, measure how much distance the ball is traveled. Okay, it is for example, so 5. Okay, 20 centimeters. 20. It is moved 20 centimeters. Next, release the ball on the cloth floor. So it is moves somewhat. It is 40 meters. Okay. So total it is 1 meter. Okay. Now release the ball on the marble floor. It is moved 80 centimeters. 80 centimeters. So from that what we observed, so three different materials we are taking. We are throwing the ball on the different materials. So in marble floor, it moves highly distance. High distance, the long distance travel here 80 centimeters because it is a smooth surface. Smooth surface. Marble floors are smooth surface. That's why traveled long distance. So sand is a highly rough surface. Highly rough. So having the more friction. That will not possible to move the ball. Here less friction. That's why it is not moving. So there is no possibility. So here less friction, no, that's moving faster. Highly. So there is no friction. Not possible. There is no friction. Then it moves easily. That's why it moves longer distance. It moves longer distance than the compared to these two. Cloth will be having a semi, so not that much of having highly surface, not time smooth. So this moves here 40 centimeters. So like that we can explain the friction force by using activity. So they will ask a question like that. Explain the friction within any activity. So by using activity means we can explain by Planck activity or this different types of material taking and throw the ball on the different substances. This one or that one, anyone can explain the friction by using these activities. Okay, students. Next we have the normal force. And we have tension force. Tension force and normal force. So normal force means what? The force which is acting on the object perpendicular to the surface of the object. The force acting on the body may perpendicular to the surface of the object. For example, you place a book. You place a book on the table. You place a book on the table. So what happens? The weight of the book is acting downward direction. The weight of the book acting downward direction, apply force on the table. At the same time, the table will also apply force on the book perpendicular to the upward direction. This force is called as normal force. Normal force always perpendicular to the surface of the body. The force acting on a body perpendicular to the surface of the object is called as a normal force. Tension force. The force which is acting inside the thread is called is called as tensional force. For example, suspend a ball by any thread. So inside thread, the force which is acting inside the force which is having inside the thread is called as tensional force. The force which is inside a thread, acting inside a thread. For example, we increase the weight of the ball. What happens? Weight of the object, automatically the thread will be breaks down, because the tensional force inside the ball will be balanced actually, but there is whenever the weight is increases, automatic tensional force decreases, the thread will be breaks down. The force which is acting inside the thread is called as tensional force. The force which is acting perpendicular to the surface of the object is called as normal force. Okay, students. So everyone, go through the textbook, watch the video, listen carefully, listen 2 or 3 times. Then only we understand easily. Okay, and write down classwork and homework also. Okay, today's question. So what is contact force? What is contact force? Okay, so what is frictional force? Frictional force. Third one, explain friction by an activity. Okay, this is the 3 questions homework for you. So all of you learn and do the answers for the following questions. Okay, students, thank you. So thank you.